Hi, today let's talk about sports economy. Why a single football victory can move millions of dollars in sponsorships, donations, recruiting value, and university branding. Sports fans saw one thing: Vanderbilt finally securing a historic 10th win and toppling their longtime rival Tennessee. But behind the emotional celebration lies a far larger reality. College football outcomes today are deeply intertwined with massive economic engines, ranging from media rights and donor activity to name, image, likeness, NIL, markets, conference payouts, sponsorships, and even university strategic positioning. In the era of multi-billion-dollar college athletics, a single game, especially a rivalry game with high national visibility, can shift business trajectories. Vanderbilt's victory is more than a sports headline. It's a case study in how on-field success monetizes institutional influence. Below is a breakdown of the business dynamics behind this event, how money flowed, who benefited, and why a win against Tennessee matters far beyond bragging rights. Rivalry games generate outsized economic impact. Vanderbilt versus Tennessee is not just another game. It's one of the SEC's historically emotional matchups. Rivalry games will create following two benefits. One, higher media value. ESPN, CBS, or SEC Network can command higher ad rates during rivalry games. A competitive matchup, especially when an underdog like Vanderbilt threatens an upset, creates a rating spike. Advertisers pay more for beer and beverage promotions, sports apparel brands, sports betting platforms, automotive companies targeting southern markets. A high-stakes rivalry game can generate millions in incremental ad revenue for broadcasters, reinforcing why conferences negotiate such expensive media deals. 1. Ticketing surges and secondary market premiums. Even before kickoff, rivalry games can produce, at most, 4 times of ticket price increases, sold-out stadiums, premium parking surcharges, hospitality suite premiums. Vanderbilt's historic win didn't just excite fans, it justified premium pricing for future seasons. Next, let's see how the SEC's business model turns wins into cash flow. The SEC is the wealthiest conference in college sports. Every win by a member school indirectly supports long-term conference value. Why Vanderbilt's 10th win matters financially? Because a successful Vanderbilt program improves conference competitiveness, television attractiveness across the entire SEC schedule, negotiating leverage when renewing media rights, already valued at $3 billion. Even though SEC revenue distribution is equal among members, strong performances help the conference justify premium media pricing. A 10-win season positions Vanderbilt for higher-tier bowl invitations, increased bowl payouts shared by the conference, stronger branding for future scheduling. The SEC can earn tens of millions in total bowl revenue annually, and a revived Vanderbilt contributes to that ecosystem. Gyeosam 1. Donor energy, the most underestimated revenue stream. No sector reacts faster to sports wins than wealthy alumni donors. Why Vanderbilt's win is a donor catalyst. Traditionally, Vanderbilt football has struggled to mobilize large donor enthusiasm compared with powerhouses like Alabama or Georgia. But a historic season, combined with a rivalry win, creates short-term donation spikes the week after the game, long-term commitment levels for facility upgrades, renewed booster group activity, corporate giving from local Nashville businesses. One athletic department study across several universities shows that a single high-profile win can increase booster donations between 7% and 15% within the following 12 months. A 10-win season could push that figure higher. The NIL era has turned college athletes into micro-businesses. Success in rivalry games significantly boosts players' marketability. But how Vanderbilt athletes benefit? First, local Nashville businesses may offer endorsement partnerships. Second, regional restaurants and apparel companies sign temporary promotional deals. Third, after a rivalry win, social media following spikes, higher influencer valuation. For example, quarterbacks and wide receivers often see NIL valuations jump 20-50% after nationally televised wins. Even defensive stars experience renewed sponsorship interest. Vanderbilt's bigger challenge. Historically, Vandy has lagged behind SEC NIL giants. But now, a winning season attracts stronger athlete interest. Collectives gain more donor contributions. Players can justify higher NIL values. Vanderbilt's victory is essentially a commercial advertisement for its NIL ecosystem. Point 10. 1. Recruiting, the most valuable non-financial asset. Recruiting is the backbone of college football economics. A 10-win Vanderbilt season immediately changes. First, change Vanderbilt's attractiveness to recruits. Top 300 high school athletes become more willing to visit Vanderbilt. Transfer portal interest grows. Athletes seeking both academics and competitiveness find Vandy appealing. Second change. The school's bargaining power in NIL negotiations increases. Success allows Vandy to demand more from donors, justify NIL collective expansion, negotiate with recruits from a position of strength. Third change. Tennessee's recruiting psychology. A loss to Vanderbilt disrupts Tennessee's narrative, giving Vanderbilt a unique opportunity. Negative recruiting used against Tennessee. They lost to Vandy. Neutral recruits reconsider the powerhouse hierarchy. Local athletes may find Vandy more appealing than before. NT 1. Merchandising and brand equity. Sports apparel companies like Nike, Adidas, and Fanatics closely track high-profile wins. Vanderbilt's win triggers a spike in hoodies, hats, and retro merch sales, limited edition rivalry win apparel lines, student body consumption surges, alumni re-engagement through merchandise purchases. Merchandising isn't just a vanity metric. It can produce millions during peak years and elevate a school's long-term brand footprint. On tourism and local Nashville economy. Nashville is one of America's fastest-growing tourism hubs. A winning Vanderbilt football season boosts local business revenue because hotel bookings for home games increase. Bars and restaurants see higher game day traffic. Ride share demand increases. Local retail stores sell more Vanderbilt-branded goods. A rivalry win guarantees stronger turnout for next season's home games, which feeds directly into the city's broader service economy. Conclusion: a single win with multi-million-dollar ripple effects. Vanderbilt's historic victory over Tennessee is more than a sports event. It's a commercial catalyst. It impacts TV viewership and advertising, SEC media negotiations, NIL market dynamics, donor investment, recruiting attractiveness, university branding, local business revenue, merchandising growth. In modern college sports, every win is a business transaction. But rivalry wins, especially when tied to a historic season, carry disproportionate financial weight. Vanderbilt didn't just beat Tennessee, it reshaped its economic trajectory. And in the SEC, that's arguably worth more than the victory itself.